Well, hello and welcome everybody to our coverage of a very special game in French football, indeed European football more broadly. It is, of course, Le Classique, the term which is applied to a game between Paris Saint-Germain and Marseille. Capital against province, north against south, the financial epicentre against what has traditionally at least been a working-class city, and now their citizens have a new channel through which to express their divisions. The history lesson's over for now then. This is about the here and now. It is about sport. It is PSG and Olympique Marseille. This, of course, one of the most recognisable venues in the Netherlands, perhaps the whole of the continent. It is the Johan Cruyff Arena. Well, it's a friendly in theory, but we are expecting this to be fiercely contested.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs.
He's gone for it! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Forward it goes. Sergio Ramos. Neymar. A really good feat. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Gets it back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
That's believing too much in his own ability to hold on to the ball.
Back to the keeper and go again.
Paris Saint-Germain are sending quite a clear message here. We're better than you, and we're making sure you know it.
Mbappe pushes to get on the end of it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Guendouzi. That's been drilled forward. Sergio Ramos does well there, alert. Marco Verratti.
Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the...
He's had a go! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Paris Saint-Germain have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Under. Sergio Ramos. Carlos Soler. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Sergio Ramos positions himself well and cuts it out. Marseille are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's neat. Tries to get it forward quickly. Guendouzi. There too. Guendouzi. Looks to dink one in. Under. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Has a hit! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That was easy, almost too easy.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Oh, really good feet from him. And that has been cleared. Guendouzi. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hoists it forward. Carlos Soler. Neymar. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Sergio Ramos gets into the right position to intercept. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Under. And here's Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez pings it out wide. Guendouzi is onto it and can take it up. So here comes a substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Marquinhos tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. There too. And here's Alexis Sanchez. It's Alexis Sanchez! And somehow he managed to miss it.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Well, that's where he wants it. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Marquinhos.
Marseille don't appear to have what it takes to get back into this one, but they do have what it takes to show enough pride and passion to appear to the fans that they care.
And it's Sanchez. And here's Payet. He's off on a marauding run. Played into the middle. Marseille with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Vertu plays it short. Carlos Soler. Marquinhos. Messi at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Look at the defender bombing forward. Lovely feet. In he flies! And he heaves it forward. And that will be the final act. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, and we know that derbies can often make predictions look silly. They can take on a personality of their own, and this one didn't really deserve to have a loser.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.